Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Yeah. We'll just wait 1-2 minutes so that everybody will join.
Okay, sir.
You remember I have taught you trend value method and moving average method, right?
Sir.
So I told that in this one more thing is there, that is cyclical variation. Okay. So here how they'll ask question that just we have to find out the variation. Just we have to look for the variation. So suppose they say that a bank is there. A bank has given the details regarding the recovery of the loan. Okay, they have given the details regarding the recovery of the loan. So they have given details like this. And estimated recovery they have given, which they are expecting, or expected recovery of loan. Maybe 70 lakhs or maybe 60 lakhs, 80 lakhs, 90 lakhs. And then they have given actual recovery. Okay. So actual recovery they have given like this. 68. $92. Okay. So these things already they have given, the year they have given, estimated or expected recovery they have given, and actual recovery they have. So we have to find out just the variation. What is the variation is there? How much variation is there? That we have to find out. Okay. So to find out variation, we have to find out percentage, how much, what percentage we have recovered. So expected was 70, we have recovered 68. So you know how to find out percentage, right? 68 by 70 into 100.
85.
Okay. How much?
85.
Oh, that much difference is coming. No, I don't think so. 68 divided by 70.
97%.
97.14.
97.14.
Yeah. Second one to 100%, right? No doubt. Then next one, 84 by 80.
105. 102.22.
Okay. 102.2. So this is, you understood how we have calculated percentage. Then find out the variation. Either you say cyclical variation. So you have to check that from 100% how much it has varied, from 100% how much it has fluctuated, how much variation from 100%. So your 100% was 70%, but you have recovered more or less
2.86.
Yeah, so minus 2.86. Because it's shortage less, that is the reason minus sign I'm using, so that easily you can understand that there is a shortfall. Next is 0 only because full 100% we have recovered. Plus 5 plus 2.2. Is it clear? Any doubt in this?
No, sir.
Okay, so just we have to find out variation. From 100%, how much variation is there? That is only called as cyclical variation. So up to here, they'll always give the questions like expected this much, actual this much. So you can convert into percentage and you can find out the variation. So they can ask anything like variation for year 2002 is, 2003 is, 2004 is, or which year the variation is higher, right? Is it clear? Any doubt in this?
Sir, every year cyclical variation questions are coming in the CIB exams.
No, every year we can't say that any question every year is coming. We can't say that with confidently. They can ask any question, right? So, but we have to cover all the things which are in syllabus. So they can ask, otherwise it will not be there. We can't say surely. Like how confidently we say that more questions you get on annuities, bond, or annuity normally, and linear programming, regression correlation. Cyclical variation, rarely they ask. It's like every year we can't say confidently that they will be asked. But you should know just variation it is, right? Is
Right,
it
sir.
clear? So this much you have in time series. Next topic we have to cover today is sampling. Okay. So what we call as sample. Suppose you have to do some research, you have to collect data, or you are preparing any report. For that report or some research or survey you are doing, you need some information, right? Take for example, you are doing research, or maybe you're doing survey on SBI bank employees, that their uh, emotional intelligence, or maybe you want to know, okay, how much they are engaged with their work. Okay, so some research you are doing on this. Just example I'm taking. So if you are doing research, so obviously you should collect information or data from the employees, isn't it? Correct? You should meet the employees, either you should take interview, or you will be having some question set written on a paper, and then you will be asking, isn't
Yes,
it?
sir.
Correct? So
Yes.
now tell me, as I'm telling that you are doing some research on SBI bank employees. So many SBI bank employees will be there in lakhs, right? In all over the India. So many branches are there, right? Correct? But is it possible for me to travel all over the India, or just meet all the employees and do survey and collect information? Is it possible?
No, sir.
No, very much impossible, right? I will not give my life 10 years, 15 years of my life to just collect data, right? So due to
Yes, sir.
time and money constraint, and even your manager or maybe your GM will not keep so much of funding that, okay, you travel all over India and just collect data in 10 years, right? So due to time and money constraint, it's not possible for you to travel all over India and collect the information. Then what to do? So one thing we know that, okay, fine, if I'm talking about SBI bank employees, so in all the branches, the rules, regulation, policies, schemes, product will be similar, right? It will be same
Yes,
only.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Correct. So instead of traveling all over the India, I can just choose few branches and you can collect the information, because I know that, okay, in all the branches, the scheme, products, rules, regulations, policies, what they're following will be same. So that is what we call as sample. Okay. So sample is a part or proportionate unit of a given population. Sample is a part or proportionate unit of a given population which should have the same characteristic what the population is having. What I'm telling, sample is a part or proportionate unit of a given population. My population here is all SBI bank employees. But what I am choosing, just a part I am choosing. Maybe I'll choose 10 branches. Out of 100 branches, I'll choose only 10 for my sample. Okay. Understood what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
So just a part or proportion I will take, but I will keep in mind that I should choose from a given population. If I'm talking about SBI bank employees, I should choose people from SBI bank employees only. I cannot choose from Canara Bank or maybe HDFC or maybe some other bank, right? So I have to choose. That is the reason I said sample is a part or proportionate unit of a given population, which should have the same characteristic what the population is having. Same characteristic means I should stick to SBI bank employees. Is it clear the meaning of sample?
Yes, sir.
Everybody understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Yes, sir.
now, on what basis I will select? Now question will come, no? Okay, fine. I'm going to select a part of the population, but on what basis to select? How to select? Some criteria should be there, no? Some way of selection should be there, no? So that is the reason we have to study here sampling methods. What are the methods of sampling we are having? Okay. So we have two sampling methods, or we divide in two parts. One we call as probability sampling method. Second one we say as non-probability sampling method. One is probability sampling method. Second one is non-probability sampling method. So when I say probability method, probability is a systematic way of assessing risk, right? You'll be knowing. Probability means systematic way, organized way to choosing something, right? Or to assessing risk or something, right? Like that is probability. If I say non-probability means this will be not a systematic way. Non-probability will not be systematic way. This will be biased one. Means something you are favoring, that only you are going to choose. So these are the two methods we are having, probability and non-probability sampling methods. Probability sampling method will be more systematic and organized way to collect the sample. So in this, we have different types of sampling methods. First one we say random sampling method. Random sampling method means randomly you are going to select anything. Okay. Randomly you are going to select. Randomly means just randomly, you know, lotteries and all, right? So lottery ticket, how we select? Any ticket just we pick, right? Or somewhere 30 balls will be there, any ball will just pick, right? So this is what we call as random. Randomly you are selecting, randomly you are picking. Or if I say that in random sampling method, the chances of selection of each sample or each unit will be equal. Okay, chances of selection of each element will be equal. How it will be equal? Suppose I say that there are 10 students in a class. Okay, there are 10 students in the class. Out of 10, I have to select anyone. Out of 10, I have to select anyone. So if anybody I choose, the probability will remain same 1 by 10. Out of 10, 1. So 1 by 10. That is what we call as probability. Number of favorable events divided by total number of events. Okay. So I'm favoring only one person. So that is the reason in numerator 1 is there. Total number of events out of 10. So probability remain 1 by 10. So anybody I choose, Ram, Shyam, Sita, Geeta, anybody I pick from the class, the probability remain 1 by 10. That is what we call as random sampling method. So randomly you can pick anything. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Second one we
Yes,
call
sir.
as stratified sampling method. Stratified sampling method means we divide into a small strata. Strata means a small group. Okay. So we divide into a small strata or a small group. Suppose 1,000 population of 1,000 people are there. So you can divide into 500, 500, or maybe you can divide again 250, 250 like that. But on what basis you are going to divide? So maybe I'm going to divide them based on some categories. Like I say that either I say male, female. I can say low income group. Middle income group. High income group. I can divide like this: low, middle, high, male, female. We can do that, right? So this is what we call a stratified sampling method, when you are dividing based on certain category, either based on education, based on their income. So some characteristics I'll find out, and based on that characteristics, I'm going to divide the population. Is it clear what is stratified? Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then here even cluster sampling is there. This will be similar only. Stratified and cluster will be similar. Only differences in cluster, what happen, we take proportion or percentage we take. Suppose I say that in a city, I have branch 1. Another city, I have branch 2. Again, one more city, I have branch 3. Again, one more city, I have branch 4. All branches are similar. All branches are similar. Then I have decided that 5% take from each branch because all branches are similar. Okay. Or you can just choose only one branch and select 5% or 10%. That is what we call as cluster sampling method. So here the characteristics will remain same. For each branch, it is almost similar. The characteristics of each branch will be similar. I will just take 5% or 10% from any one branch and I will start doing my research because all branches are similar in all the cities. So that is called as cluster sampling method. Is it clear?
Sir,
Tell me.
sir, then if some question is given and wherein some group is given, then how will be able to differentiate that whether it comes under stratified sampling
I told
or
you stratified means you are dividing into different groups.
okay, and then
Cluster means all branches are same here. You have not divided into different groups. I'm telling branch 1, branch 2, branch 3, branch 4, all are same. So from any branch you can select. But here I'm dividing based on what characteristic? Low income, middle income, and high income.
okay.
Okay.
Okay. So can you give any example?
Yeah, this is only example. No? This is only example I'm giving you, that you have
Okay,
one
sir.
branch here in Bangalore, one branch in Delhi, one branch in Chennai. So these are also division, right? But I'm
Okay.
telling all branches are same. So from any branch you can take sample. Like suppose I'll choose 10% from this branch, I can do my study. That is called as clusters. So different clusters are there. No, 1, 2, 3. 3 clusters are there. All 3 clusters are similar. So I can just pick from any cluster and I can do my sample. I can take a sample. But here in stratified, I'm telling you have to divide it into a small different group. If I'm telling Bangalore is one office I'm having. So in Bangalore, again, I have to divide into different character, like male, female. So then it becomes stratified.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Then next we have systematic sampling method. Systematic sampling method means we try to create one system. We try to make one system. Like I say, every fifth item you select. Suppose you have a population of 100 people in a village. How to take samples? So I say every fifth item you select. Somebody will say, no, every 10th item you select. Fifth item means 5, 10, 15, 20. So every fifth person, every 10th person, every 15th person, every 20th person, I'm going to select like this up to 100. Somebody is taking 10th means 10th person, 20th person, 30th person, 40th person, like that he can take. So that is the reason we say that in systematic assembly, every kth item we are going to select. So it's up to you. Every third item, every fifth item, every 10th item, it's up to you. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
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 Then we have multi-stage sampling method. Multi means what? Multi means?
More than one.
More
Many.
than one. So
Many.
whatever name says, that only is the meaning. Multi-stage means if more than one sampling method we are using, that is called as multi-stage sampling method. Take for example, I said, okay, fine. I have done stratified sampling. I have divided into different groups, low income group, middle income group, high income group, and then I'm using random sampling. So it becomes stratified random sampling. So if more than one sampling method you are using, that is called as multi-stage sampling method. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Similar way, we have non-probability sampling methods also. So these all are systematic way, organized way to select the sample. These all are non-biased, means nobody can bias this, right? We are dividing based on certain character. So it doesn't matter what I feel, I'm dividing in that, right? But non-probability sampling method will be biased one, means it will be affected by everybody's behavior, experience, judgment. Everybody's judgment, convenience, experience will be different, right? So first one we say judgment sampling method. Okay. Judgment sampling method. I mean, based on my judgment, based on my experience, I'm going to select the sample. If you feel no, I should select sample of only adults, I'll select that. If I feel no, I should select sample only from a particular group. It's my judgment. Okay. So obviously, based on your judgment, based on your experience, you are going to select the sample. That is what we call as biased one. That is the reason we say non-probability sampling method will be biased one. You know the meaning of biased, right? Yes or
Yes,
no?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, means we are favoring somebody. That is what I'm trying to say, right? Correct. Like normally what happens if somebody is very close to you, if I ask, okay, can you just finish this work? Or you can take support of your friend or somebody's you can take and finish this work. So you'll just approach your nearest, closest friend. So that is your experience, your judgment. You are favoring that person and doing the work, right? Then we have convenience sampling method. So based on your convenience, based on your comfort, you are going to select the sample. Like I feel, suppose some work I have given and the manager, suppose I have told you, or take example, suppose your kids' school, they have given some assignment that you visit doctor's office or maybe doctor's clinic, or maybe visit different kind of teachers, ask their opinion. Like that they have asked in the school that at least 5 teachers you visit and ask their opinion. So really you are going to visit? Tell me, really you are going to visit?
May not be.
No, sir.
Yeah, means hardly we go, right? So instead of that, what we do in family member only, I ask, okay, go ask your uncle to fill. Then I'll say, okay, go ask your auntie to fill. Then I'll say, okay, this uncle is there, no, your neighbor. So go ask this uncle to fill the form. We do that, right? Correct. So this
Yes,
is our
sir.
comfort, na? Maybe somebody will go. I'm not telling somebody will not go. Somebody can go also, but this is what we have done based on comfort that, okay, somebody is knowledgeable or knows about this. So we'll send our kids, okay, you ask uncle to fill, you ask auntie to fill, you ask this neighbor to fill, you ask that neighbor. So based on our comfort and convenience, we are selecting the sample, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Correct. So this is what we call as convenience sampling method. So when I ask, okay, select the sample. So maybe I will say, okay, SBI bank employees, but just some neighbor is a banker. You will just say, okay, just collect from him. It's okay, doesn't matter. He's just a banker, no enough, right? So based on your convenience, you will select the sample. Then we say area sampling is also there. Area sampling means we can divide different areas, and then based on that also we can select the sample, right? North, east, south, west, right? Or based on the area district also we can select the sample. How you feel. Then we have quota sampling method. Quota means we can assign different quota, like I say 0 to 10, 10 to 20, or 10% sample I select from the age group of 20 to 30. Okay. So like this, some quota will be assigning. So that is also called as non-probability sampling method. Is it clear? Quota, you know, na? Like reservations, quota, right? Like out of 100%, 50% I'm going to select, or 60% I'm going to select those sample of male, female. Like that's some quota, some assignment already you have assigned. And based on that, you are going to decide. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Then we
Yes.
have snowball sampling method. We have seen snowball.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
how we make snowball without machine, without a mechanical machine? How we make snowball?
Collecting by hand.
Yeah, collecting by hand. So first we put one small portion of ice, right? And then again we put one more little bigger portion. Again we put little bigger portion, and then the ball become big, right? Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Correct. First is small, then again a little will put, again little will put, little will put, and then it become big snowball, right? So this is also here we do. Suppose you have to collect some data, some information. Take for example, suppose you want to buy a laptop. So you will not be the expert in laptop, right? Or maybe you will be knowing little, or maybe you'll be knowing that. Then also you go and ask your friends, right? You do that. That which laptop you are buying, which laptop you are using, or so any expert you know, either on YouTube or maybe in Google or in your friend circle only, somebody will be expert. So you ask them, right? Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
First you approach one person, then you approach another person. So the data will keep on collecting from one person. So it's become like snowball. Okay. Or like simple, I can say that, okay, I ask that, okay, Mr. X, you go and ask your references to collect the data. Or from all your references, you collect the data. So what he'll do, from all references, he will collect the data. So it will be like snowball, from one, then again one more, then again one more. So it will become like snowball. Okay. So either it can be peer to peer, maybe employees to employees, or maybe when you are asking the expert opinion like that, you ask, right? So your friend you are asking, then any expert you are asking. So the information will keep on, or data keep on accumulating like snowball. So that is the reason we say snowball sampling. Is it clear?
Sir, can you repeat cluster and judgment?
Judgment means completely based on your judgment, based on your experience. Everybody's experience will be different now. I have felt, no, I'm more comfortable with kids. For example, I'm talking more. I'm more comfortable with the age group between 15 to 20. So who will be my the sample? The age group of 15 to 20. Somebody will feel, no, I'm more comfortable with age group between 30 to 40. So whom you will
That
prefer?
will, sir, that will be the convenience non-probability sampling, no? If we are
Convenience,
taking
but here experience I'm talking about. I'm talking about your experience says that you are more comfortable with this particular age group. Because why? Because you have felt sometimes maybe you fought with another age group, or you feel that, okay, these people are not going to give me information easily. So based on your judgment, based on your experience, some bad experience, good experience, you are making the decision. That is called a judgment sampling method. Like observations we do. You are observing something, right? And then you decide which sample to choose. So that is called a judgment sampling method. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Cluster, I said, means different clusters will divide. I said 4 districts are there. 2, 3. So these are the different clusters. But as these all are similar, you can select any cluster and you can collect the data. That is what we call as cluster sampling method. Okay. You can make use of percentage or proportion to collect the data. Collect a sample. Multi-stage means more than one stage, more than one sampling method. I'm using multi-stage. Okay, in detail, you can read in textbook also, or Biju sir will post short notes, which I have made. So that also you can read. He'll be posting maybe today or maybe tomorrow he'll be posting. Let's see.
Sir, in sampling, sir, theoretical questions can become like
Yes,
stratified
can
sampling
ask.
is in the probability or
Yes,
non-probability.
definitely they can ask.
Such type of question comes.
Yes, definitely. They can ask what is the sampling method, or some wording they'll give and they'll say that identify which sampling method this is. 4 options will be there. So like that. So you can read the notes, which short notes, which Biju sir will post it, which I have made. So, or you can read your textbook, IBS material for little more knowledge. Is it clear? Now, what do we talk here? As I said that we are going to take part of the population. Okay. So here sample mean and population mean can differ. Nobody can say accurately that I have collected 100% correct sample. No, anybody can say that.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Nobody can say, na. Maybe it's possible that when I approach the bank, maybe some customer were sitting and I thought that they are bank employees. I have collected the data, right? Or maybe you have collected the information what you were expecting, but they have filled something or they have just given some different information, right? So some difference will always be there. So there will be some difference between sample mean and population mean. That is called as standard error. Okay. There is a difference between sample mean and population mean because it will not be 100% accurate, right? Some differences will definitely be there. Some error will definitely be there, right? Nobody will fill all perfect questionnaire, all perfect questions, answers, nobody will give, right? So always there will be some difference between sample mean and population mean. That is called as standard error. Okay. So this we have to learn how to calculate standard error. How we can reduce error if we'll increase number of sample size. If sample size will increase, the error will be reduced. Okay, just keep in mind, if we increase number of sample size, the error will be reduced. So first we have to learn how to calculate this standard error. So we have 3 formulas. First formula we are going to use as sigma by root n. This formula we use when population is infinite. Infinite means infinite means
We don't know exact population.
In numerous.
we cannot count, right?
Not count.
Uncountable.
We cannot count. So when population size has not given, when number of population has not given, we don't know what was the actual population. So if population size has not given, population we cannot count, we are going to use this formula. Sigma, you remember what is sigma? Remember?
Standard deviation.
Yes, the standard deviation. N is your sample size. Is it clear? Formula is very simple. Clear? Second formula we use when population will be finite. Finite population means when we can count the population. Okay, when we can count the population means, take for example, if I say that in all over Karnataka, there are 20 textile companies. In all over Karnataka, there are 20 textile companies. Out of 20 textile companies, I am selecting 5 as my sample. So can you tell what is population here?
N 20.
20 population and 5 is sample, right?
Sample.
Isn't it? So population size I will give in the question. When population size I have given, then we can use this formula. Here capital N is population size. The remaining thing will be same. Small n sample size. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So how we will come to know that
I told no when population
difference between
size
N and N?
told no.
Sir, any working example, sir?
I will do after telling all 3 formulas. First learn the formulas. I told clearly that in Karnataka, total 20 textile companies are there. Out of 20, you are selecting 5. So what is 20 and what is 5?
Capital N
and
population.
Population is 20, then N is 5.
And 5 then.
Correct. So it's very simple to identify. Whenever population size has given, you have to use this formula. Second one. First learn all 3 formulas, when to use. So you understood when to use second formula?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Third one.
Population is countable.
When percentage or proportion will be given, or we can identify percentage or proportion from the question. Okay. In question, standard deviation will not be given. What they'll give? Percentage or proportion. Take for example, if I say that in a village, there are 100 people. In a village, there are 100 people. Out of 100, 40 are literate. So how many will be illiterate?
40%.
Illiterate will be 60.
Illiterate how many?
Related 60. Related 40.
Illiterate 60, right? So if I'm asking question like this, can you use above 2 formulas?
No.
Because standard deviation we don't know. And easily we can convert this into percentage or proportion. Total 100 people in the village. How many are literate? 40. So it means 40% are literate.
Yes.
40% if you convert into proportion, can I write 0.4?
Yes.
60% if I convert into proportion, can I write 0.6?
Yes.
And keep in mind, P plus Q will always be equal to 1. P is your proportion of success. Q will be proportion of failure. Is it clear? And P is equal to 1 minus P means proportion of success. Q means proportion of failure. Is it clear what is P and Q?
Yes, sir.
So P is proportion of success, Q is proportion of failure. Remember, P plus Q will always be equal to 1. P is equal to 1 minus Q. Or Q is
Sir,
equal to 1 minus P. Yes.
so then in this case, will that numerator be 0.4 into 0.6, sir?
Obviously, 0.4 into 0.6 by 100 to the power, divide by 100 to the power. That's it. Okay. So remember how they will ask the question. So if percentage or proportion we can find out, or they have given percentage or proportion, which formula to use to calculate standard error? This third one.
So in all cases, we have to do it as 0.6 or any number, sir.
All
Decimals
cases.
to. So you said either.
Yeah, you can convert
percentage.
into proportion and multiply.
Okay. So in this case, in a village of 100 people, 40 are literate. So we need to do it as 40 or 0.4.
0.4 and 0.6. Because we are talking about probability. We are talking about probability means probability can't be more than 1.
Okay.
Right? So I can't write. You can write and solve it, but again you have to convert it. So better convert into proportion, write in form of proportion and solve it.
Okay.
Is it clear 3 formulas when to use?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Again, I'm just repeating once, listen carefully. This formula will use when population size will not be given. They'll just say a sample of 10 I have selected. So I have just said a sample of 10 I have selected means we don't know population size, right? So I'll be using this formula. If they say out of 20, I'm selecting 10, then it means I have given population size as 20. Sample I'm selecting as 10. So capital N I have given. I'll be using second formula. When proportion or percentage we can calculate, then I'll be using third formula. Clear now? Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now I'll tell why we are doing all this, why we are calculating standard error. Now, take for example, if I say that, okay, fine, you are collecting information or data from the SBI bank employees, but your purpose is that you should collect data from those employees whose salary is more than 40,000 rupees. What is your purpose? What is your objective? That you should collect data from those employees whose salary is more than how much I say?
40,000.
40,000.
40,000 rupees. But when I'll give questionnaire to the employees, whether I will be knowing that what is somebody's salary?
No, sir.
No.
So somebody can mark, somebody can fill whose salary is less than 40 also. Somebody can mark who's more than 40. Isn't it?
Yes.
Correct. So then the information or data which I'm collecting will not be so accurate, no? If more people has filled whose salary is less than 40,000 rupees, then the what I'm trying to get, I will not be getting, right? So I
Yes,
will
sir.
ask that, okay, what is the probability that the sample which you have selected are of those employees whose salary is more than 40,000 rupees? What is the probability, or how much confident you are? How much confident you are that the sample which you have selected are of those employees whose salary is more than rupees 40,000 rupees. So suppose your probability or your confidence, you are getting 90%, 80%, then it's good, right? Correct?
Yes, sir.
But if you
Yes,
are
sir.
getting 10%, 5%, 50%, 20%, it means that very less people has filled whose salary is more than 40,000 rupees, right? So you will not be able to achieve accuracy. So this is what we do here. We try to find out the probability of the sample. That is the reason we were taking standard error. We'll denote here with Z. Formula is X bar minus mu divided by standard error. X bar is sample mean. Mu is population mean. So these formulas also you have to remember. Probability formula. X bar minus mu divided by standard error. X bar is your sample mean. Mu is your population mean. SE is standard error. So standard error you will calculate by any of the formula which you have used earlier. Out of those three formulas, any one will be using and we will be calculating standard error. Okay. How to identify which is X bar and which is mu from the question. So listen very carefully what I am telling. In whole question, wherever they are asking to find probability, okay, in whole question, wherever the word mean or average is there, that will be your population mean. What I'm telling, in whole question, wherever the word average or mean is there, that is population mean. Is it clear? Is it clear what I said?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In whole question, the word problem will be there if they're asking to find probability. The whole question, wherever the word average or mean is there, that will be your population mean. Okay, that will be your mu, population mean. Then for whatever value they are asking to find the probability, for whatever value they are asking to find the probability, that is your X bar. Like I said, no, I want to find probability of those employees whose salary is more than 40,000. So 40,000 is here X bar. Similar way, remember that for whatever value they will ask to find the probability, that is your what? X bar sample mean. That
X
is
bar sample mean.
That is X bar. Again, I am repeating, you can note somewhere or remember, for whatever value they are asking to find probability, that is your X bar. In whole question, wherever the word average or mean is there, that is your population.
All these terms will be provided in the question, sir.
Yes.
Except
Not
SE.
terms, you have to identify. What I said, you have to identify. Please mute yourself if you don't have to ask. Yeah. These terms means average, mean word, then you will be population mean. For whatever value they will ask to find the probability, that is your sample mean or X bar. Is it clear? You understood these four formulas?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The problems.
Yes, sir. In your Macmillan textbook, page number 141.
Sir, in IBS textbook,
IBS textbook, it will not be there. Means similar kind of problem will be there, you'll get. But first learn how to solve. I am posting in WhatsApp group also.
Page number, sir.
141. Please mute yourself. Okay, so which all groups are here? All the CIB group?
Yes, sir.
Morning, evening, new, crash.
Morning group.
Evening group also, sir.
Okay, fine. So already you know now, page number 141, I have posted in WhatsApp group. I'll show here so that if somebody is not having book, they can take a screenshot. You got this question? Page number 141, I think, right? If somebody has posted, I don't know.
Yes, sir.
Others can take a screenshot if somebody is not having. You can see on my screen, right? An example will further illustrate these properties. A bank calculate that is individual saving accounts. You can take a screenshot of this question. You all have got this question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't have,
Yes,
take the
sir.
screenshot.
Yes, sir.
Okay, done. Now come back. So now tell me what they're asking in the question. What they're asking to calculate.
Sample mean.
Sir, U is 2000 here.
No, I'm asking what they are asking first to calculate. First, identify that. Whether they are asking probability to calculate, standard error to calculate, what exactly they are asking.
Probability, sir.
Probability.
Probability they are asking. That is clear for everybody, right? So now they're asking probability means I need X bar, mu and standard error, right? So from the question, can you tell me what is mu? What I told, wherever the word average or mean is there.
2000. 2000 is the mu, sir.
2000.
2000 mean.
Standard deviation X bar is
Then I said for whatever value they asked to find the probability, that is X bar. So for what value they asked to find the probability? 2 X bar they have given here.
1900.
1900 and 2050.
2050.
600 and 100.
1900 and 2050. They have asked for this example. Then and standard deviation, how much they have given?
600.
600. Sample size, how much?
600.
100.
So here you know population size. Here they have not given population size, right?
First formula.
They have just given 100 samples. So we'll use first formula. Somebody's TV sound is coming.
7.75. 7 point.
Yeah, just 1 second. Somebody's TV sound is coming. So. Okay, so how much you got?
60, sir.
60.
Standard error, you got 60, right? Then let's put in the formula. X bar minus mu. Divide by standard error, we got 60. Second situation also. X bar is here 2050. So what is the answer?
1.66 minus.
Okay. This is in minus 1.66. This one
0.83.
0.833.
0.83. Okay. So these are the two values you got. Okay. So this is not your final answer. In exam, they will give you Z value with this. They'll give you probability value with this or Z value with this. So I think page number 152 or something, you have probability table after in the end of this chapter. Can you look? In the end of probability chapter, you have one table. In exam, the probability value will be given because tables are not allowed. I'll just share.
Can you explain this again? I'm sorry, this particular.
Tell me.
Can you explain this again?
X bar, I said for whatever value they asked to find the probability, that is X bar.
Yeah, means
The whole question, wherever the word mu or average, that means average or mean, that is your mu.
Can we go as per the question? Example, the bank calculates an individual saving accounts are normally distributed with a mean of rupees 2,000. So if the mean is X bar, right? What you
I said, you listen what I said. I said in whole question, wherever the word average or mean is there, that is mu.
mu, right?
Yes. Let them give one page question. Doesn't matter. I will search this word only.
Okay. The X bar is?
What I said for X bar. In whole question, where for whatever value they ask to find probability, that is your X bar.
Okay, probability.
Yes.
So if I go as per this question, probability lie between 1900 and 2000. So there are two probabilities, 1900 and 250.
Yes, that is the reason 2 times we have to calculate. One is for 1900 and one's for 2050. So you have got the table in WhatsApp group.
Sir.
So this 1.66 you can write as 1.6 plus 0.06. So if you look in the table, if you look in the table, you can see here 1.6. Check in Z column. Z column, can you see 1.6?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
then
sir.
in same row, Z row, you can see 0.06 up.
Yes, sir.
Then you can see which number is common in both.
0.4515.
Yeah, so 0.4515 is common. So you have to divide in two decimals, like, I mean, one digit only. You can't take 1.66 and search here. That is the reason we have divided 1.6 plus 0.06. Or I said that no need to worry. In exam, if they're asking this probability values or something like that, probability value will be given in the exam. Like they will say Z for 1.66 is 0.4515. Clearly they will mention in bracket Z value for 1.66 or Z value. First one is 0.4515. And similar way you can search 0.83. 0.83 means 0.8 plus 0.03. 0.8 plus 0.03. So which number is common?
0.2967.
Yeah, 0.2967. So here we have table. That is the reason we are able to see. In exam, tables are not allowed. You can't carry. So if they're asking probability table to use, in bracket, they will mention the values. Is it clear?
So the answer is, sir, 0.2967.
No, I will come there. I will come there. You understood?
Sorry, explain again, please. 1.66. I
We'll
got
divide
it.
in two parts. 1.6 plus 0.06 because in table you can't look. That is the reason you divide only up to. Somebody's TV sound is coming. I keep on repeating. Please mute so that I can explain. Just mute it, and again then you have to ask. You can unmute. Let me complete. Then you can unmute if you have to ask. Yeah, so you can divide in two parts, 1.6 plus 0.06. So in Z column, check for 1.6.
Yeah.
Row wise, you check 0.06. Then see which is common, 0.4515, right? Similar way, check
sir.
here 0.8. So 0.2967, right?
Sir, how is common 4514515?
Huh?
How is common?
In the table, bro.
Table. It's
Check
4.
table value. What that is only I'm explaining. Z column you search.
Yeah, I'm
Z
checking
column
it.
you search. Where is 1.6?
Yeah, I saw that. It's
Row
there.
wise you see where is 0.60. 0.06, sorry, 0.06.
0.06 is 0.4515.
That's what we got.
Sir, one doubt, sir.
So what is the common index you are talking about? Common is 4515.
That is only common. Now, if you choose 0.06 and 1.6, which number is common?
0.
Yeah, what is the next doubt?
Sir, what is the significance of this point?
I will come there. I will come there. That is the reason, just values. And I said clearly, no need to worry about value. Somebody's TV sound is coming. If they'll mute TV or maybe they'll reduce the volume, it will be better.
Sir, can you please repeat this?
Yeah, again, I'm telling that table values, if you are not able to find out, first thing that sees in Z, you look for 1.6. You divide in two parts because that is how you can check 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 and 0.06, which number is common. So this is common, so we have taken. Then repeatedly, I'm telling that nothing to worry. How we are getting table value doesn't matter. In exam, always table value will be given if they're asking to find probability from you like this. Okay, table value will be given, otherwise they can't ask. Otherwise your answer will stop here itself because you don't know the table value. Tables are not allowed in exam. You can't carry your mobile phones, right? So you cannot check. So in question itself, in bracket they will mention Z for 1.66 is 0.4515, for 0.83 0.2967. Is it clear how we got to the values?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir,
Okay.
if they give like that value for
In exam table value Z value they'll give. Otherwise, how you can solve? You cannot solve that.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Tables are not allowed. No, we can't carry our own probability table. Now, why we are doing this? Let me come there. My job is what? That the sample which you have selected is between 1900 to 2050, right? This is what we have to find probability. Check in the question. What is the probability that the sample which you have selected is between 1900 and 2050, right? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Correct. So what it signifies or why we are finding this? This is called as normal distribution curve. This is called as normal distribution curve, or this is called as bell-shaped curve. Bell-shaped curve or normal distribution curve, we say. This is your whole sample. Whole sample is your 100%, right? It will not be more than 100%, right? Total will be 100% only now, which you are selecting. Where it will be more accurate, where you will get more accuracy to this X bar position, to this average position. Okay. You have divided in two parts. This is positive side, this is negative side. Two parts means whole is 100%. Then this half will be how much? 50%. This half will be 50%, right? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Half will
Yes,
be
sir.
positively 50%. Half negative will be 50%, right?
Yes.
This 50% in proportion, I can say 0.5 and 0.5 also.
Yeah.
Correct. Yes, sir. Now see here, this value was negative now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So which side I should write? Negative side or positive side?
Left side,
Negative side.
negative.
Negative side.
Negative side. What was the probability value?
0.4515.
So somewhere negative side it will come.
9512.
Correct.
Yeah.
Somewhere negative side only it will come, no? 0.4515 because it's in negative. Is it clear?
Yes.
Achha. This value is positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. So which side it will come?
Right side.
Right side.
Somewhere positive side it will come.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Now check in the question what I have asked to find probability.
Will lie
What is
between
the
19
probability
and
that the
50.
sample is falling between?
19 and
Between.
50.
100 and
Between, right?
yes.
So which is between part?
Mean.
Between these two values, between these two, right? This whole is between, na?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So this whole is between means I will add both the values.
Divide
So
by
0.2967 plus 0.4515. How much?
0.7482.
7472.
Okay, fine. 7482 or something like that you got, right? So in percentage, how much percent? If I have to convert into percentage?
1%.
74.82% or approx I can say 75%, right?
Yes, sir.
So how much confidence
Yes, sir.
what is the probability that you got sample between 19 and 2050? Almost 75%.
Okay, sir.
So in this question they have asked in between. That is the reason we have added both the values.
Sir, what is the marks of this question?
No, means depends. They can ask for 1 marks if they have given Z value. If they have given Z value, or maybe they can ask as case study when they are asking few more things in this. Standard error, separately Z value.
Sir, then we will list this value, sir. In this case, between we will add.
Here we'll add. Still few more questions. We have to do. One by one we'll go.
Okay, sir.
See, Mr. whose mic is on. Okay, so here they have asked in between, so we have added both the values. So where here conclusion is almost 75% sample are there, which is falling between 1900 to 2050. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Sir, when it is asking for between, then 7482 should be divided by 2, sir.
No. We don't get like that. Separate things are there. One by one you learn. Here not divide by 2 and all. Okay, so just wait.
So 75% is samples are there.
What they have asked in question, that is only answer is 75%. So when 75% probability is that sample is falling between 1900 to 2050. You have to check what they have asked in question. Just we have replied in terms of percentage or probability. Now let's see one more example, which is in your textbook. Page number 145. The use of central limit theorem, the distribution of annual earning of all bank tellers. Got the question or taken a screenshot? So can you find out Z value at least? By reading the question, which standard error formula to use?
Sir, can you post the this in group?
Already posted in all the groups. And I asked you to take a screenshot, no, when I have shown just now.
Sigma by root 10, sir.
Yeah, all
Sigma.
WhatsApp group I think I have posted, right?
Second formula.
No, why second formula? Tell me. Where population size they have given?
Anywhere they have written population is this much.
No.
Clearly they have mentioned, no, if we draw a random sample of 30 tellers. So somewhere they have mentioned how many tellers are there. No,
sir,
right?
first formula. First formula.
So that is what I'm telling. When I say that total 100 tellers are there, bank tellers are there, I'm selecting 30. Then population size has given, but here nobody knows population size, right? Only they have mentioned the distribution of annual earning of all bank tellers. All means infinite. You don't know the size of the population, right? So find out a standard error first.
365.16.
Yeah, sigma by root n, calculate. So how much you got a standard error?
2.05.
No, that is Z
Standard
value.
error.
Na?
Yeah.
Something like this. Then find Z. So X bar is how much? X bar is how much?
19,750.
And mu?
19,000 divided by 365.16. Equal to 2.05.
Anybody is having doubt in this? How we got? Anybody is having doubt?
0.4798, sir.
Yeah. And Z value you got
0.4798.
0.4798. Anybody is having doubt till here? Everybody understood?
Yes, sir.
If doubt is there, ask. If you are not asking, then it's your fault. Right? So better ask and answer your doubts.
The distribution has a mean of 19,000.
Yeah, clearly I said in whole question, wherever the word mean or average will be there, that is your mu. So in whole question, where word mean or average is there, that is 19,000 is your average or mean, right? So mu is 19,000. For whatever value they ask to find the probability, that is X bar. So which value they ask to find the probability? 19,750. That is the reason 19,750 is X bar. Clear? Now check in this normal distribution curve. Which side it will come? Positive side, right?
Positive side.
Positive side.
0.4798. And I said that this half is 0.5 and this half is 0.5. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So positive side means more, right? More than this X bar or 0, right? Something is positive, you have positive means you have extra, right?
Yes, sir.
Correct? So you
Yes,
want
sir.
to come to this position, you have extra. So what we should do? We should subtract from 0.5 to come back to mean position. So when it's more or positive, you can subtract from 0.5. How much it will come? Something like that, right?
0.0202.
2% I can say, right? Approx 2% I can say.
Yes,
So
sir.
what I told, when it's positive or more, you can subtract from 0.5. When it's less or negative, you can add in 0.5. Is it clear what I said?
No,
Sir,
sir.
is it 2% or 0.2%?
How much? Sorry, 0.0202 is there, no?
Yes, sir. 0.02
You
would be.
write it that you have
Okay.
subtracted, just roughly I have written. I said that when it's positive or more, subtract from 0.5. because extra, so you have to come into the mean position. So subtract from 0.5. When it's negative, negative means something should be added, no, to become 0, right? Negative means you are in minus, so something should be added, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
that is the reason we add in 0.5. If it's negative or minus, we add in 0.5. If it's positive or more, we subtract from 0.5. Is it clear? So approx
Okay.
2% only is there.
So from the central portion, we need to find till that other line, no? So from
Yeah,
that
you
half
have to check
portion,
this
we are
only because
reducing the other point.
accuracy will be more here.
Okay.
So you want to come to this position. How you can come? You have extra 0.4798. So when you subtract from 0.5, you will get it. Here negative or minus means you can add in 0.5 to come here. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So 0.5
Yes, sir.
minus 0.4798 divided by
4798, yes.
Sir, 0.
divided by
Where we found,
0.02.
sir?
What
Not
is this
divided
value?
by, this is the subtracting. After subtracting, the answer is
Okay.
this.
Okay, sir.
Hello, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, 2.05, 0.4798.
Table value 2 plus 0.05 table value. If you check, you will get 0.4798.
Table value given in exam.
Yes, in exam they will give if they are asking. Otherwise, how you can solve? You can't solve. Otherwise, you have to just stop till here only 2.05.
Why we subtract from 0.5?
Just now I have explained, na? Because it's more positive side. So extra, more to come back to this min position. More means extra, so something should be subtracted. So this half is 0.5, so subtracted from 0.5. If it's negative side, you add in 0.5. Negative means less, so something should be added. Clear?
So just one doubt, sir.
Tell
If
me.
the value was minus 0.4795, what would be the answer, sir?
Obviously, which side you will write? Negative side, you will add in 0.5 then.
Answer is what, sir?
That is only I am telling. No, answer is what? Add it 0.5 plus 0.4798. What will be the answer? You tell me after adding.
0.9798.
That is the answer. So maybe 97%, 98%. What? That is the basic what I told. The concept you learn. I said negative side. Negative side means to come to, suppose I say you have minus 5 rupees. Minus 5 means 5 rupees you have to give to somebody, right? So to become nil, to become 0, how much you will add?
5, sir.
5 rupees you will add now. You will not do that. Same thing I am telling. If this is 0.5, negative means to come to 0, that negative thing, in negative thing we should add back something, right? So that is the reason if negative or less means we add it, positive or more means we subtract from 0.5. Clear? Is it clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
One more example is there, page number 148 and page number 149. Have you got that question?
So the question of textile companies, 20 textile
Please post a group, sir.
I have sent you in WhatsApp group also the question. Got the question, right? Everybody has got the question, textile company. I'll show that question also.
This question I'm talking about, take a screenshot. That is the reason I'm keep on telling. You can see here a few examples will help us become familiar. Suppose we are interested in a population of 20 textile companies. Take a screenshot right now if you have not got the question. This is half question, another half in next page. Got it? Taking a screenshot of this. Another half this side. Excessive labor turnover. Our study indicates that the standard deviation of the distribution of annual turnover is 75 employees. Standard deviation they have given. So here in this question, how many textile companies they have mentioned?
20.
20. Out of 20, how many you are selecting?
20, sir.
5.
5.
5.
So is this finite population or infinite population?
Finite.
Finite population.
C
This
is
is
capital
what
N,
I was
small
talking
5.
about. You can apply the formula. Please mute yourself. So you can apply second formula because finite population is there. Sigma by root n into square root of capital N minus small n. So sigma how much? 75 by root 5 into 20 minus 5 divided by 20 minus 1. You can solve this. How much you have got?
29.802.
34.81.
First solve this, then divide this and then multiply. You will get 29.8 approx.
Yes, sir. We got actually one doubt, sir. After which digit here we will round off this, sir, because the root of 5. How many digit after that we will round off
You
this,
can take
sir?
2 digit, doesn't matter here. In time value of money, when amount were bigger, like 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs, then it matters. Here is just small digit, no? So doesn't matter much. After
No, sir.
decimal,
Actually, here we are using the table value, no, sir. In case if
no,
it
here we are not
29.8
using table value, no?
in this question.
Where we are using table value? No, just I have asked standard error, not Z value.
Okay, sir.
When Z, then we use table value. When probability, then we use table value. Here just I have asked standard error.
Okay.
This term, square root of capital N minus N divided by capital N minus 1 is called as finite population multiplier.
Okay, sir.
Sometimes they can ask for 1 marks. The correct formula for finite population multiplier is 4 options. Square root of capital N minus 1 divided by capital N minus 1, N plus N divided by N minus 1, like that. 4 formulas they can give and they can ask you which is the correct formula. Is it clear? Is it clear?
In this last question, one doubt, that means square root of 5 by 19. How can we calculate? That means 5 by 19 we have to find first.
First find 5 by 19, then do square root.
Okay.
First divide, then do square root. No? Clear?
Yes, then we get 0.5130.
It's 15 by 19.
Okay, 15. Then write 15.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
You have taken 5. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Is it clear till here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Just 2 more minutes I will take. 2-3 minutes more I will take. Then one more topic is here called as estimates. Estimate they have given whole as separate chapter, that is not required at all. Okay. So either they say estimate, parameters, or inferences. Please mute yourself. Make sure you don't disturb others, right? That much you should think, no? Estimate, parameter, inferences, or I say interval, all are same thing. So here we are basically finding what estimate to take if I am selecting a sample, whether higher value, lower value. So when you go for shopping, the seller asks you, what range you are looking, right? Maybe 1,000 rupees to 10,000, 1,000 rupees to 5,000, right? So you are setting limit now, one lower limit and one upper limit, right? Isn't it? So same way here also we are setting limit for the samples. Estimate, parameter, inferences, interval, all are same thing. So 2 things we have to learn here, upper confidence limit and lower confidence limit. UCL means upper confidence limit. LCL means lower confidence limit. If X bar is given in the question, X bar is your sample mean. If this is given in the question, your upper confidence limit formula will be X bar plus Z into standard error. If lower confidence limit, you have to find out X bar minus Z into standard error. Standard error, you know how to find out, right? Correct? Out of the 3 formulas, Z here is probability. Or also called as confidence level. Like just now we have calculated now Z value 75%, we are confident that the sample which we have selected falling for this category. We have done that, right, just now? Isn't it? So confidence,
Yes,
when I'm asking inferences or intervals or estimate or parameters, sometimes confidence level they will mention. Instead of calculating Z value, they will mention confidence level, like 90% means 1.64, 95% means 1.96, 99 means 2.58. So these values you have to remember. For this 3 confidence level, you have to remember these values. Okay, means for Z, I can write this. In question, they'll mention take 90% confidence level. So for Z, which value to put? 1.95. If they mention in question, put 95% confidence level, then I can put 1.96.
96.
99 means 2.58. Keep in mind, in confidence level, they'll mention in the question if they're asking inferences. If they have not mentioned confidence level, you have to take as 95%. If they have not mentioned confidence level, which value to take?
95%.
95%.
And always 2 intervals you will get, one upper, one lower. 2 answers you will get whenever they ask inferences, intervals or estimate, 2 values you are going to get. Okay. Similar way, if P and Q they have given, like proportion has given, then for upper confidence limit, I'll be using formula P plus Z into standard error. And lower, I'll be using P minus Z into standard error. Standard error formula will remain same. Out of those three, any one will be using. Here, if sample mean they have given, I'm using X bar. If P and Q I'm using, then I'm using just P. Is it clear, the formula?
Not Q.
Huh?
No, sir. Blue one is not clear, sir.
Instead of X bar, I'm just using P. That's it. If in sample error you are finding by a formula using this P into Q by N, then here X bar you will not get now. Then what to use? P to use. Direct formula P to use. Instead of X bar, I'll be using P. That's it. Clear? Z confidence level I'll take from here. They'll mention confidence level. Standard error I'll calculate by using any of the formula, either sigma by root n or sigma by root n into square root of capital N minus n divided by capital N minus 1, or this formula. So out of these three, any one formula I'll use. I'll calculate standard error. Z value directly I can take from the confidence level. These three you should remember. Or confidence level value also they can write in bracket in the exam. And if P and Q you are using, P you put here, you'll get upper level, lower level. X bar has given sample mean in the option in question, then X bar I'll use it.
So P will be the proportion of success, no?
Yes. Clear? So one question, two questions, we'll look tomorrow. Just formula you revise once.
Sir, if confidence level 96 given, then what, sir?
They will mention in the bracket.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Which you can remember, that only I have given. Otherwise, they'll mention in the bracket.
Okay. Sir, tomorrow timing?
Same, not tomorrow, I don't have now. I think day after tomorrow, right? I think day after tomorrow I have class. Am I right?
What time, sir?
Same timing, I think it will be evening only.
Sir, can you post similar type of sums, sir?
Yeah, I'll post it. Timing. 17th, yeah, same timing, 17th, 8 to 9:30. So day after tomorrow I'm having. That will be the last class, just linear programming and simulation will be pending. That's it. Clear? On this problem, I'll tell you that will take just 5 minutes. So just revise all these things. Already I have provided you my WhatsApp number. So if anything is there, you can WhatsApp. Okay, thank you all. Good night. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good night, sir.
Thank you, sir.